What is going on, guys? Sonic and the Bean Show here. Today we're looking at the brand new Jakks specific 2.5-inch Easter Sonic figures. So this is another theme that they're doing with these waves, similar to that Christmas set that I reviewed last year, where the figures were just straight re-releases, but they were painted differently to match, like, you know, that holiday theme. And now they're doing an Easter set this time, which is pretty sweet. So let's look at them real quick, starting with Dr. Robotnik over here. I do want to show off the packaging real quick. So as you can see, we do have the logo up there, and then, you know, an image of Sonic, you know, with like the Easter basket right here. And, you know, you can see the figure, and then Jakks specific. You can see like the whole, you know, package right here is like in that Easter theme with the colors. You know, we got the logo here to the side. And then, you know, the bottom, of course, going to be the barcode. But here's the back of Dr. Robotnik's packaging right here. And then it does, like, show the figures, you know, that's, you know, right here. But, yeah, pretty nice looking packaging, though. It's kind of cool. I kind of wish I still had the Christmas ones to kind of compare it with. But I know it's, like, pretty similar to this, but it was all, like, in that Christmas theme. So here's Classic Tails. And I really like how adorable these look. And then here we have Classic Sonic. So you can definitely tell there's not really anything crazy going on with this Sonic figure. It looks like it's just the bunny ears. Here is Classic Knuckles. And then here's the back right here. And then we have Classic Amy right here. And then here's the back. And then finally we have Pocky right here. So Pocky has a standard release this time, so that's nice. And yeah, that is pretty much all the figures right there. So without further ado, let's go ahead and crack these out of the packaging and take a closer look. Okay, so here's a close-up on the figures. Now, since these are repaints, I don't really need to go over the articulation. Well, I mean, you know, Pocky's not really a repaint, but you know, they are just the same figures. So let me just show off Robotnik. Robotnik's actually pretty creative, because you can see it kind of looks like they just made him into an Easter egg, you know, like with the stripes kind of continue along right here, and, you know, Robotnik just being all pink right here. This is actually pretty creative. They were creative with the last one where he was kind of like Santa Claus. So I thought that was kind of unique, and I'm really liking this one here. I want to say he's probably, well, I think him and Classic Knuckles are probably going to be my favorite here so far in this set. For Classic Tails, this one's a little bit better than the you know, the one with the Christmas set, because they actually painted the buttons, and then you know, like this part that was at the bottom of the shirt. But overall, it does look nice. And then instead of the antlers, of course, we got the bunny ears too. But yeah, I like it. You know, I've always liked the Classic Tails figures. So this one is actually really, really nice. And I don't know, I think it actually looks a lot better than the Christmas theme one, since it's painted better. And then for Classic Sonic, there's not really a lot, since, you know, you can tell that Classic Sonic just has the bunny ears right here. I wanted to try to put it in front of his ears like this, but I mean, it can stay on. It's just that it's gonna kind of be a little forward due to the way how his head is, and if you try to like move it up, it wants to like slide a little bit. I guess this could work. It's just not completely on his head compared to if you want to put it behind his ears. So I kind of just kept it like this. I think this looks a little bit better. But yeah, you know, Classic Sonic does have the bunny ears, and then Classic Knuckles is actually cool because it kind of just reminds me of, like, you know, Super Knuckles, you know, because he usually turns pink when he turns super, and that's kind of what I'm getting from this one, except for, like, you know, minus the shoes being pink here, because I think they would usually just be a normal color. But this is pretty nice. I never thought I would be getting a Classic Knuckles, or I'm sorry, a pink Classic Knuckles figure in my collection, but, you know, here we are. So yeah, but yeah, you can definitely like make this into like a, you know, Super Knuckles or Hyper Knuckles. You just have to paint the shoes the regular color. You just have to buy another one of these. But yeah, you know, a pink Classic Knuckles right there. And then, you know, we have Amy right here. Amy's is actually pretty nice too. So she has these flowers like all around her shirt and in her skirt right here, and her shoes are painted differently too, which is nice. And then the last figure we have here is Pocky, and it's gonna be a little hard to see, but there is actually like some small details and it's a little, let me actually make it a little bit darker for you, but you can see there is like some texture going on here with the basket, which is actually kind of nice, and it's actually at the bottom too. So yeah, and and even the inside, I didn't even know that. Okay, now some quick comparisons right here. I thought I was gonna do some comparisons for Sonic, but then I realized there's not really anything different except the bunny ears he has. So you know, this one right here was like, you know, Santa Claus, and then this one's like an Easter egg. So yeah, I really like the creative things they were doing here with Robotnik. Here's a comparison for Classic Amy, and I like the Classic Amy figures as well. And then, you know, the theme ones right here, I think they're both good too. It's just that this one I kind of wish like the shoes weren't all red. I feel like they probably could have made you know, the laces white and maybe the back of the shoes white. But both of these do look pretty nice. Now here's your comparison for Classic Tales. I completely forgot that the Advent Calendar one was different than the one that came with the Christmas theme. And then you can see like the Easter theme is kind of close to this one, except it's like a light green. And then for Classic Knuckles, it's the same thing with Classic Tales, where you know, the Advent Calendar and then the Christmas theme ones, they were different, except like Knuckles just had like a different colored hat. And then of course like the Easter one, he's just all pink really. So you know, Classic Knuckles, not a lot compared to Robotnik, Amy, and Classic Tales. But I mean, you know, at least they're doing something different, so that's nice right there. Alright, so that is going to wrap up this review on the 2.5-inch Easter Sonic figures by Jakks Pacific. One more thing that I want to point out, I feel like the basket that Pocky is in would probably work better with the 4-inch figures instead, mainly because these figures won't be able to hold it at all due to the long handle. But let me know, what are your thoughts on these Easter figures in the comments down below. If you want to pick these up, they are currently hitting Target stores. However, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the review. Until then, take care, my friends.